So are you also a social media manager and are you also still writing captions manually? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect, and in this video we are going to understand how to use an AI agent to generate social media captions and post. So over here I'm a social media manager of a skincare brand and we regularly post on our social media channels. But manually writing captions is such a time consuming and a tedious task, right? So to solve this problem I've simply created this automation where what will happen is that as soon as I add the content theme in my Google Sheets, automatically my AI agent, which is OpenAI, is going to generate the captions for me. And further, I'm just going to add that same caption once again into my Google Sheets for review. So to do this, we are simply going to create a connection between Google Sheets and OpenAI. To create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So do you also want to create this automation for your business? Then for that you have to come with me towards my screen.
Welcome to my screen. So in this video we are going to explore how to use an AI agent to generate social media captions for our post effortlessly. So as a social media manager, creating engaging content every day is time consuming. So with an AI agent, you can quickly generate captions that match your brand's voice and include relevant hashtags. So keep your content fresh and engaging with this simple automation. This automation will help you to save time while maintaining a consistent posting schedule. So stay tuned as I'll show you how to step by step use your AI agent for seamless social media content creation. Alright, so let's start with a really simple example. Let's say that I've entered the content theme and over here I'm just going to enter the image or video description. So yes, you can see that I've successfully entered the content theme and the image or video description. Now automatically my AI agent has generated the caption for the same. You can see the caption which is exactly relevant. You can see that within seconds in real time the caption has been generated and has been added right over here into my Google Sheets. Alright, so now I'm just going to make this approval status as approved right over here for this caption too. So yes, you can see this is so easy, right? So yes, this is the automation we are going to create in today's video. And if you want to create this simple automation for your business and generate content automatically, then for that stay with me till the end of this video. So to do this, I've simply opened the landing page of Pabbly by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy, and as soon as we're going to open the landing page of Pabbly, we are going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on this sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of tasks free every month to explore the application. But over here, I'm an existing user, so I'm just going to click on this sign in. And as soon as we're going to click on this sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps. And over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm just going to click on this access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connect account. And now it is opening my dashboard. And to start with this automation, we simply have to click on this button which says create workflow. And now it is asking me for the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So over here I want to save the workflow in this folder which says automations, and I want to name my workflow as how to use an AI agent to generate social media captions and post. And then we are simply going to click on this create, and as soon as we're going to click on this create, it is opening the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. So trigger and actions are the two main principles on which our workflows will run. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the actions are response towards the commands given by a trigger, and that's the particular reason that we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of a trigger in a particular workflow. And to get started, we are simply going to select our trigger application. So for my trigger application, I'm just going to select it as Google Sheets. So I'm just going to search for Google Sheets right over here. And then we are simply going to select it. And now for the trigger event, I'm just going to select it as this, which is new or updated spreadsheet rows. And now it is giving me a webhook URL. So to connect our Google Sheets account with our Pabbly Connect's workflow, we are going to use this webhook URL. And in order to create this connection, we are simply going to copy this webhook URL. And then we are simply going to follow follow this help text, and it is saying log into your Google Sheets account, create a spreadsheet and navigate to the extensions and then move on to the add-ons option. Alright, we're going to follow the same. I'm just going to open my Google Sheets for which I want to create this automation. And now from here we have to go towards this extensions. And after coming over towards the extensions, we have to go towards this add-ons and then get add-ons. And over here we have to add an extension in this spreadsheet. And the name of that extension is Pabbly Connect Webbooks. So you have to search for Pabbly Connect Webbooks right over here, and you're going to open this right from here. So as you can see that over here I've already installed this extension which is Pabbly Connect Webbooks. So it is giving me the option of uninstall. But if you haven't installed this, you're going to get the option of install right over here. And as soon as you're going to install this extension, you have to refresh your spreadsheet. Alright, so now after refreshing the spreadsheet, you have to go towards the extension once again, and you're going to see that Pabbly Connect Webbooks will appear right over here. And after coming over here towards this Pabbly Connect Webbooks, we have to go towards this initial setup. And now it is asking me for the webbook URL and the trigger column. So I'm just going to paste the URL which we copied from our workflow, which was our webbook URL, and now I'm just going to enter the trigger column. So it is saying the trigger column will be your final data column, on which if the data is added, the whole of that row will be sent to the webbook URL. So here for me the trigger column will be B, because what I want is that as soon as I add the content theme and the image/video description, the details should be sent towards my webbook URL. So here for me the trigger column will be B, because what I want is that as soon as I add the content theme and the image/video description in the spreadsheet, automatically the details of both these same should be sent towards my webbook URL, and then further we can send it towards our AI agent. So that's why I'm just going to keep my trigger column as B, and then we are simply going to click on this submit. And yes, you can see setup configured successfully. So yes, with this we have successfully created a connection between our Google Sheets and our Pabbly Connects workflow. But now it is saying waiting for a webbook response, and in the notes it is saying do a test submission/record. So in order to capture this webbook response, we have to do a test submission or record. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to open my Google Sheets, and first we're going to go towards this extensions Pabbly Connect Webbooks, and we have to switch on this button right over here which is saying send on event. So we have to switch it on right over here, because this is really important. Because now what will happen is that as soon as a new event is going to occur in my spreadsheet, automatically the details would be sent towards my workflow. So yes, you can see that I've successfully switched this button on. And now what we're going to do is we're going to do the test submission. For that, I'm just going to enter the content theme and the image/video description right over here. Alright, so first I'm just going to enter the content theme right over here. So now after entering the content theme, I'm just going to enter the video or image description. So yes, you can see that I've successfully entered the content theme and the image or video description. So yes, with this we have successfully did the test submission, and now I'm just going to open my workflow, and yes, over here you can see that Pabbly has captured the response of our test submission. You can see the content theme and the image/video description which we added has been captured right over here. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our trigger step, and now we're going to move on towards our action step, which is generating the captions with the help of our AI agent. Alright, so now for my action application, I'm just going to select it as OpenAI. Over here for my AI agent, I'm just going to use it as OpenAI. You can use any another AI agent tool like Google Gemini. Alright, so I'm just going to search for OpenAI, and then we are simply going to select it. And now after doing this, it is asking me for the action event. So for the action event, I'm just going to select it as ChatGPT and click on this connect. Now it is asking me to add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already connected your OpenAI account with your Pabbly Connects workflow, you can click on this select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and now it is asking me for the token. And to get this token, we are simply going to follow the help text, and it is saying kindly visit your OpenAI's API key page to get the API key. Alright, so you can see there's a hyperlink of this OpenAI API keys page. So I'm directly going to click on this hyperlink so that I can get redirected towards the API keys page. And yes, it is redirecting me to the API keys page. And now over here, you can see all the API keys that I've already created. But I'm just going to create a new. For that, I'm just going to click on this green button which says create new secret key. I'm just going to enter my key right over here, which is AI agent, which is the key name. Select the project and then click on this create secret key button. And yes, you can see that over here is my secret key, which is already created. So I'm just going to copy this key and click on this done and paste that key right over here in my workflow. Now after pasting this key, I'm simply going to click on this button right over here which says save. And yes, you can see that with this we have successfully connected our OpenAI account. And now it is asking me to select the AI model. So I'm just going to select it as GPT-4 right over here. You can select any of your choice. We're going to move forward. It is asking me for the prompt. So I'm just going to enter my prompt right over here. So yes, you can see that I've successfully entered the prompt, which is I'm a social media manager for a skincare brand responsible for creating engaging content that resonates with our audience. Generate a single caption based on the following details. Over here, I'm just going to give it the content theme and the image/video description, which we got from our Google Sheets right over here. Alright, so I'm just going to enter the details, but we are not going to enter it manually, but instead we're going to map it. So you must be wondering what is mapping. So mapping is a method by Pabbly, which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step, where we selected Google Sheets as our trigger application. So we are simply going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only. And as soon as we're going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. Alright, so I'm just going to map this content theme. I'm just going to open the response and map the content theme. Same we're going to do with the image/video description too. I'm just going to map it. You can see the rest of the prompt where I've given my brand tone and all. You have to customize this prompt as per your brand image, brand tone and brand audience which you have. Alright, so after giving this prompt, I'm simply going to click on this save and send test request. And as soon as I'm just going to click on this save and send test request, yes, you can see that we have received a positive response. You can see that over here is the message content, which is our caption. So yes, you can see that we have received this caption and it is really unique. You can see the caption right over here. So yes, you can see that my AI agent has generated the caption based on the information I gave it. And now with this, we have successfully completed our action step 2, which is our AI agent. Alright, so now what I want, I'm just going to add that same caption received from my AI agent right over here into my Google Sheets to get it approved. Alright, so for that, I'm just going to add another action step right over here. And now for my action application, I'm just going to select it as Google Sheets. So I'm just going to search for Google Sheets and then we are simply going to select it. But now for the action event, I'm just going to select it as update cell value. So as you can see the same, so I'm just going to select it and click on this connect. And now it is asking me to add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already connected your Google Sheets account with your Pabbly Connect's workflow, you can click on this select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and then we have to click on this blue button which says sign in with Google. And now it is asking me to select my Gmail account. So I'm just going to select my Gmail account right from here. And after selecting my Gmail account, Pabbly is asking me for some permissions. So I'm just going to click on this allow and give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for, because my data is secure with Pabbly. You can also click on allow, and as soon as we're going to click on this allow, yes, you can see that with this we have successfully connected our Google Sheets account with our Pabbly Connect's workflow. And now it is asking me for the spreadsheet name I want to update. So here you can see the name of my spreadsheet is social media captions. So I'm just going to select the same spreadsheet right over here, which is social media captions. And now for the sheet, I'm just going to select my sheet, which is sheet 1. And now it is asking me for the range. So it is asking me for the range which I want to update. So here you can see that I want to add my caption in this, which is C4. So I'm just going to enter C4 right over here as my range. But there is a hack over here. What happens is that this column will remain same, which is C, right? But with every new content theme and image video description added, the row will move, right? So instead of manually entering C4, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to enter the column right over here manually, but I'm just going to map the row index right over here, so that with each new response received, this should also move downwards. All right, so that's why I'm just going to map the row index right over here. And to map this row index, I'm just going to open my Google Sheets, and over here you can see the row index. So we are simply going to map it. Now after mapping this range, we are going to move forward towards the value, and over here it is asking me for the value which I want to add in this cell. So that is my caption, right, which the AI agent generated. So I'm just going to open this open AI, and over here you can see the caption generated. So I'm just going to map it, and then we are simply going to click on this save and send test request. And as you can see that we have received a positive response that we have successfully added this caption into our Google Sheets. So I'm just going to open my Google Sheets right from here, and yes, you can see the caption has been added. It is the same caption which is generated with the help of my AI agent. So yes, you can see that with this we have successfully completed our workflow. But now I'll just test this workflow once again, and this time once again I'm just going to give you a real-time example. So what we're going to do is, I'm just going to open my Google Sheets. I'm just going to add the content theme and image or video description right over here and give you a real-time example right over here. Alright, so I'm just going to enter the content theme first. So now after adding the content theme, I'm just going to add the image/video description. So yes, you can see that I've added this image/video description too. And now you can see that within seconds in real time, the caption has been generated and added right over here into our Google Sheets automatically. Without any manual efforts, you can see the whole caption added right over here. So yes, you can see that with this, we have successfully completed this workflow and we have also tested it in real time and it is running perfectly fine. So now what will happen is that as soon as I'm just going to add the content theme and the image or video description, automatically my AI agent is going to generate the caption and add that caption right over here into my Google Sheets. That too without any manual efforts. This workflow is going to run in backend and we don't have to come back in again to our workflow to click on save and send test request. So yes, this was it for the video, and now go try it out yourself for your own brand. And if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, I'll just clone this workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching.
So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can integrate many more applications. So if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.